What are the most dangerous songs to listen to in the car? Well, of the 10 songs that was tested by South China University of Technology, Green Day's American Idiot is the most dangerous. The safest song, Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. Personal injury attorney Scott Snellings has looked into this study. Hey, Scott, welcome to WHO. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
So what's the science behind this story? What's causing people to drive more dangerous when American Idiot comes on the radio?
Well, with such a small sample size of only 20 drivers, I think you have to use the word science in air quotes, if you will.
It still seems to be one of those things that's kind of believable, though, when you think about it.
Well, it absolutely is. You know, when you think about rocking out to your favorite song as you're driving to work or home or wherever you're going, we all have looked down at our speedometers and been like, whoa, I need to back it off here a little bit.
No, I totally agree with that. I was looking at this study, Scott, and it says that American Idiot has 189 beats per minute. So when I say that out loud, I mean, you can visualize a driver going down the road, and it's just roaring down I-35 here in Iowa.
Absolutely. If our hearts followed the beats of the music, we'd be in big trouble.
Exactly right. So you're a personal injury attorney. Do you think if you're listening to mellower music, you're safer? What do you think?
Well, regardless of my profession, I think that it kind of depends. Because if I'm listening to mellow music,
yeah,
I'm probably drifting off a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm one of the people that this study is probably meant for because I listen to Green Day and Motley Crue and Metallica and the rock and roll songs. That's how I get from place to place. So I think it depends on person to person. And like I said, this is not an overly scientific study. A previous study kind of along the same lines found that anything with a tempo greater than our normal heart rate of 60 to 80 beats per minute can start to lead to more aggressive driving.
Well, and the other point of this, I think, that attracted us is the specific reference to Green Day, which, of course, is aggressive punk music. And, Scott, we already have a problem with road rage. So it just seems believable to me that people, how does it affect your emotion if you're listening to Metallica? Let's say you're listening to the Kill 'Em All album. Do you feel more aggressive?
I do. If it's just kind of on in the background and I'm paying attention to something else, maybe not. But if I'm listening to it and I'm waiting for the big guitar riff, then I probably am going to be a little heavier on the accelerator. I may whip around somebody who's not going as fast as I want to be going. And so I think, really the takeaway from this study is, hey, look, just like your gut tells you, music can affect the way that you drive. So nobody's going to change what they're listening to based on a 20-driver study. But, hey, realize the fact that if you're jamming out, you should probably be paying a little bit more attention to what you're doing and try and be as safe as possible.
Scott, have you ever had somebody blame the music for a crash in your practice?
No, I'm still waiting on that. I'm always probing for different distractions in a vehicle when I'm talking to an at-fault driver, and I have yet to have anybody say, man, I was listening to Green Day and I just couldn't help myself.
I know, because listen, if they're going to identify a group like Metallica, like you like, and they said, Scott, I was listening to Metallica and I just crashed into this guy, you'd be like, dude, I totally get that. I wonder if that would be a defense. Would that be a defense?
No, that would not be a defense. That would be a reason, but not a defense.
All right. And there's a difference. Personal injury attorney Scott Snellings. Scott, thanks for having some fun with me with this story. I appreciate it. Talk to you soon.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on.